Our core business is the mining and refining of 5 precious and 2 base platinum group metals. Lonmin is one of the world's largest producers of platinum, palladium, rhodium, ruthenium and iridium. Welcome to Lonmin. There are 2 main companies within the Lonmin Group, Western Platinum Limited and Eastern Platinum Limited. Within these 2 companies there are individual business units such as Mine, which is part of Western Platinum Limited. Lonmin is a driving force within the platinum mining industry, with head offices in London and mining operations in South Africa. Lonmin is committed to achieving the highest performance in health, safety and production on the road to zero. The prevention of serious accidents is Lonmin's top priority. That is why we ask you to pay close attention during the next few minutes to this video. It will help you stay safe while on Lonmin property. First, your safety is of the utmost importance to us. Your host or escort knows Lonmin's safety procedures because he or she works here every day. So please, for your own good, stay with your host throughout your visit. If you are unsure of anything, ask your host or escort. Access must be granted before you can enter Lonmin property. You will encounter many heavy vehicles at Lonmin. They have the right of way. Lonmin is situated within rural communities. Watch out for animals and pedestrians. They have the right of way as well. All national road safety rules apply. It's essential for safety reasons to keep within the speed limits and to comply with all road signs. Do not get on or off any moving vehicles. Do not walk or run in front of a bus when crossing the road. Please note, you are not allowed to travel on an open bakkie without roll bars. Passengers travelling in all vehicles must be strapped in. No smoking is allowed in prohibited areas. Drinking alcohol is completely forbidden in work areas. You may not carry weapons on Lonmin property. You may not use or carry cameras or video recorders on Lonmin property without permission. Cell phones are prohibited in certain areas such as the smelter. Lonmin passionately cares about the community and invests in it in a continuous and innovative manner. Projects such as the Lighthouse Children's Shelter reinforce Lonmin's commitment to the local area where the company has its operations. This shelter is a safe haven for HIV positive and abandoned children. Lonmin encourages all its employees to undergo HIV testing and has implemented an antiretroviral treatment campaign. An HIV team has been appointed to address ways in which behaviour and attitude towards HIV can be changed amongst its staff in order to combat the spread of this disease. Your host will provide you with the proper personal protection equipment or PPE for your visit. Remember to remove all jewellery and loose clothing. It could possibly become trapped in machinery. PPE usually includes a hard hat to help protect you from possible falling objects, earplugs to reduce noise levels in the working environment, eye protection, safety boots, and gloves. All Lonmin employees and visitors to Lonmin operational areas are issued with the relevant PPE free of charge. Please look out when you're in operational areas for special PPE signs. They, along with your host, will indicate what PPE you will require at a particular operating area. This is where the process all starts. Metals are mined and transported to concentrators for further processing. When entering the concentrator, be sure to use the correct PPE. The law requires that you adhere to the regulations set forth by Lonmin. You may be injured if you don't comply with the safety rules. Both the concentrator and the smelter have numerous steps. All walkways and stairs are enclosed with railings. Use them. Some of the areas can be slippery. Watch out for foreign objects on the ground. Use the railings and be aware of your surroundings at all times. Do not come too close to any chemicals used in the processes. These can spill out and injure you. If you're injured during your visit, even if it is a minor scrape, please inform your host immediately. It could lead to infection if left untreated. You should not experience any problems if you stay with your host. Report any incidents that occurred during your visit. Lonmin uses heavy machinery in all its operations. These machines are enclosed with machine guards for your safety. High voltage electricity is used in the operating of our machinery. Be aware of high voltage power cables. The resulting concentrate from the concentrator is sent to the smelter where the process continues. Beware, very high temperatures and dangerous gases are produced in the smelter. Your fire retardant PPE will protect you from wayward sparks, but you shouldn't get too close. This is an area with a high element of risk, so it is of the utmost importance to stay with your host. In case of emergency, certain areas have been allocated as assembly points. They are indicated with this sign. Overhead cranes are used to carry heavy objects such as ladles filled with metal known as mat. Do not walk underneath the ladles. This precious metal concentrate from the smelter is then sent to the precious metals refinery near Brakpan for final processing into the final product. Lonmin currently also has open cast mining operations. These areas should not be entered unauthorized. Large vehicles will be on roads close to the open mining operational areas, and you should take care while passing close to them. Lonmin is committed to the implementation and maintenance of responsible environmental practices through eco-efficiency. Our aim is to produce more out of less. We strive continuously to avoid wasting natural resources, to reduce emissions and effectively de-link economic growth from environmental degradation. On the road to zero, Lonmin continually rehabilitates the areas affected by its mining operations. In accordance with government policy, Lonmin is encouraging historically disadvantaged South Africans and women to become involved in mining. We at Lonmin welcome you. Let's go back over the essential guidelines on the road to zero. Please remember to stay with your host at all times. There will be zero tolerance if you do not adhere to road signs. Zero tolerance if you do not wear your safety belt. Zero haste, please, on any Lonmin road. Speed limits on Lonmin property are lower than the average national road limits. There will be zero tolerance if you pass any vehicle by crossing a solid white line. Zero tolerance if you bring weapons onto Lonmin property. Remember, machine guards are there for your protection. Do not enter any prohibited area without authorization. Lonmin is striving to have zero fatalities. Lonmin is doing everything in its power to provide a safe, healthy working environment for all its employees and visitors. Lonmin exists in a highly competitive world. Please respect the confidentiality of any business information given to you. At Lonmin, health and safety are something that can never be compromised for production. They are simply not negotiable. A life is far more valuable to Lonmin than anything the company produces. Whether you're joining Lonmin to work with us as an employee or contractor, or are visiting us, we wish you the warmest and safest welcome.